These fabulous young folk who are outraged, who are saying, we are going to take some different action, we're going to take some different steps, we're going to go at this in a way that causes attention to be given to our position that our lives matter. Particularly important is the fact that there are a lot of young black women involved in this, black men who are playing a role in a way that we haven't seen enough of in some of these mass actions around Oakland. And I'm really wanting folks to understand and encourage that.
We're here with attorney Walter Riley, who is representing a group of protesters that BART has brought charges against after they shut down the BART trains on Black Friday, November 28th. What has come out of the protest? What has happened since that day that they...
I think the significant thing is that a group of organizers, community organizers, activists, and particularly black people in Oakland, younger than I am, and people who represent a new aspect of consciousness in the Bay Area on the 28th of November, the day after Thanksgiving, when many people are spending lots of money. A number of black organizations in Oakland decided that they would join with people around the nation and protest the murders, proclaim the importance of black lives, and to raise questions about the economic issues when people are spending so much money at a time of crisis and wanting to bring focus. This is an unprecedented opportunity for institutions in Oakland, the institutions in our communities, to offer leadership and support and to stand firm in our positions that we're going to let the city of Oakland, the county of Alameda, the state of California, and the United States know that we actually believe Black Lives Matter, that we actually want to do something about it, that we don't want business as usual, which is what Black Friday was all about. We can't go on with business as usual. My experience in the Bay Area was when there was political conscience on the part of the institutions in our community, there were fewer people who were in violations. There were fewer people committing the kinds of acts against each other that were unacceptable. The Alameda County District Attorney's Office has charged the protesters at the insistence of BART, and they're charging them with trespassing on BART property and stopping the trains. They want $70,000 in restitution from the group of 14. That $70,000 restitution, in this case, if it follows the normal pattern of restitution, is that everybody would be responsible for the $70,000. So that if one or two people can't afford it, then the rest of them will have to be. If 13 of the people could not afford it, then the 14th person would have to pay it. So in essence, everybody is responsible for the $70,000. The protesters, demonstrators, community organizations are calling for BART to drop its demand for restitution. Also, the protesters are calling for the charges to be dropped. We believe, and I believe as the attorney, that civil protests around important issues deserve a tremendous amount of protection. That sometimes when it's necessary to express a voice, that expression may have some technical impediments. The law might say you can't do it. So some statute or an ordinance might prohibit the protest or expression of speech. But even in those circumstances, I think it's important for the prosecutor, it's important for the city of Oakland, it's important for BART to understand how they must assert that right. The individual protesters assert the right to their freedom of speech, and that BART should, as a public entity, should help to protect that and not prosecute those folks. So we're calling for the community. I'm supporting the call by the organizations for the community to support their efforts, and by demanding that BART drop the charges and drop the claim for restitution. Our next court date is February 4th. The organizations are asking that people come to the courthouse. Pack the courtrooms, pack the hallways, but be part of standing up and demanding that BART withdraw, that the prosecutor withdraw the charges, and support for this position that Black lives actually do matter to not just those folks who are in the streets, but our entire community.